Hello everybody, my name is Dratnos, and welcome to my weekly vault video. This is probably going to be the biggest one of the season. I have a lot of characters that have a lot of vaults to open. First off, we've got my Blood DK, which not sure if this is my main or my Brewmaster is this season, or Windwalker or something like that for keys. For Raid, I've kind of been splitting between playing Blood and Brew on a bunch of different boss fights. So last week I did 4 boss fights on this character on Mythic, including Stone Legion Generals, and I was going to do Sires and Athreus on it, but then one of our Windwalkers ended up having like some kind of emergency, so I had to come in on my Brewmaster to give us the Mystic Touch debuff. So my plans were sort of foiled there. So we've got 1 Mythic spot in the raid that could be 311 SLG gear, 2 Heroic slots from the raid, and 3 M plus slots in the vault. So pretty full vault here. Loot spec. I already have, let's see, I have Weave of Warp Fates. I actually got a Splintered Heart as well last week. There's not really any good tank trinkets from the dungeons either, or from Castle Nathria besides that one. So I'm actually going to go Frost loot spec here. I wouldn't mind seeing a cool one-hander, and I don't really care about getting a better two-hander than this 294, because I'm going to have the Jailer Mythic Gavel next week anyway, so don't need to worry too much about that. I just got to make sure I get enough of those Mythic upgrade tokens to do that. What do we got here? All right, so we got a 304 Stoic Guardsman's Belt. That's currently my legendary slot, the Crimson Rune legendary. The other things that could go on would be gloves or shoulder. It's not going to go on shoulder. It could maybe go on gloves, but I don't think I really want it to, so I don't think I'm really looking at this thing. 298, 291 items here. Or we've got another 304 row. Ooh, we got Leech Boots. We've got gloves. And we've got pants. So if I take the Leech Boots, I need to move Unity off of that spot. I could put Unity instead. I already have good bracers. I could put Unity on Cloak or something like that. Some other kind of low budget slot. I do like the idea of Leech. Leech, you know, for DK it's a little bit less of a 6 stat than it is for some of the other tanks, but it's still really good on DK. Could also take 2 sockets here, but I think that would be a bit aggressive. I think I will just take the Gut Crusher Stompers, and then I will move Unity to a different spot, to Cloak or something, and yeah, call it a day. So that's the thought process behind this one. If I was playing a DPS, I could sim this, but I don't know. We killed Mythic Sire last week. We don't need to worry about any super min-maxy stuff with this, so I'm just gonna make the choice and move on. Okay, Paladin. My Paladin, I didn't kill any raid bosses on. I did do 4 Mythic Plus keys on it last week, because last week I was doing a lot of keys, because keys were a lot of fun, because the Season 4 was sweet, and I was playing a lot, so probably won't do that many on this, although actually Pally's kind of really sick. I don't know. People are talking a lot about like DK being the most absurd thing ever and needs big nerfs, but I'm not even sure it's better than Paladin or Warrior or even Brew potentially this season. I think it probably is better than like Brew, but Paladin and Warrior both look so good to me. So anyways, I will stay on... Ooh, do I want to try and loot a Ret weapon? Little 304 weapon, or do I want to go for shields and one-handers? I think I want shields and one-handers, even though let's put some nastier trinkets into the pool. We'll see what we get here. Okay, we've got some gloves or some pants. Either way, these would be catalyzed into tier. Do you have enough flux to do that? The gloves make a higher item level upgrade, but the pants are a higher stat budget slot. So I think that I probably want to go with the pants. Because, yeah, 304 pants are big game. And I can find gloves. I could just, you know, having like 298 gloves or whatever is not much worse than 304 gloves, but getting the pants all the way up to 304, that slot, like you can see, that slot has way more strength and stam on it than the gloves do. I don't know. This makes my item level bigger though, which make getting into pugs easier. I'm gonna take the pants. I'm a believer. I'm sure that I'll get some good gloves from somewhere. Also, there's BOE gloves that you could buy from Sepulcher. So whenever Fated Sepulcher comes around, if I really don't get any and I really care about this character, I could just spend a couple 100k on some gloves there. So okay, I gotta go to the Catalyst on this character too. We'll not do that in this video. This is going to be a long video already. So I got to go to the Catalyst. Do I have to go to Catalyst on my DK? Not really. I have to recraft Unity. Recraft Unity on DK. Catalyst on Palette. Just get a nice little notepad document going. Now my DH has one vault. Just one mythic keystone that I ran as Night Fae Momentum last week. It's actually really fun. I miss Momentum gaming. You can't really justify doing it like in raid. I mean, you can if you just playing for fun, it's whatever, right? But it's like yeah, I think it's the kind of thing where it's like fun, but I don't know. I think it's good in low keys because in high keys your Sinful Brand does a lot of damage, but in low keys your Sinful Brand just falls off these mobs when they die 10 seconds into the pull, and you're just sitting there looking like an idiot. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure what I'm looking for. I think I'm going to say loot spec Havoc, because there's not really tank trinkets that I want. Either way, you can get the same weapons. And I guess I'm looking for one of those weapons, because this character's not really raiding, so I'm not going to be able to get, like, Vein Rippers on it, unless I decide I want to start bringing it to raid, which I'm kind of already split a little thin trying to get my DK and my Monk stuff from raid, so that's probably not going to happen. So yeah, something like that, a cool trinket, maybe an Eye of Command, or a Mechagon weapon. Or so Asmi's Fractal Vest. Don't mind a 304 vest, that's fine too. Got to Catalyze on DK as well. Catalyze on DH. Put it in my notepad. Oh, I guess I can see what keys I've been getting as well. I've gotten Junkyard 16, Upper 19, Iron Docks 22. Pretty cool. Let's see what's going on the Brewmaster. So the Brewmaster has 2 Mythic Raid vaults, which can include Sire loot, but not SLG loot, which is a shame because SLG has the good monk stuff. SLG has I guess the shoulders are getting catalyzed anyways, but 311 shoulders that were really good stats back in the day. The Verse trinket. Sire, I'm not really sure what Sire has. I guess do I have the portal? I do, okay. Let's go. Yeah, so we'll see what we can get out of this one. I think I'm going to say loot spec. I'm wearing a 226 Splintered Heart of Alar. I don't remember which character I killed. I killed Sun King on my DK. So I can't get a Splintered Heart from the vault. So I think I'm going to go Windwalker loot spec. Yeah, because I don't think there's tank trinkets I'm really interested in here. Let's see what we got. And there's also, I think, 2 M+ slots. Not 3, though, available on this character. What do we got? Ooh, a Dreadfire Vessel. Ah, heroic weapon. Pain. 304 Pants. 304 Pants. Or 304 Belt. I think... Oh, God, I don't know. I don't think... Is Dreadfire Vessel good? I don't think that thing is that sick, right? It's, I mean, it's a lot of damage. But I don't think this thing is that good. I think I just am going to take Pants and catalyze those. Ah, I've got Avoidance Pants already, but they're 272. Those things have got to go. Yeah. Let me just make sure that this isn't good. Oh, I've got a Windwalker on. Okay. Seth, is Dreadfire Vessel good for WW? Okay, he says it's good for raid, bis for raid, lol, but of course not going to be a good M+ trinket because it's single target. Bis for raid unless 2 targets enter the equation. Okay, TY. 3. He's changed his mind. It's still good on 3, or on 2, but it's when 3 get involved that we have a problem. I mean, okay. Here's my thought process, right? It's like you get a lot of shots at just random items, right? Random like pants and stuff like that. Trinkets are hard to come by though, right? Like if I don't take this Dreadfire Vessel 311 here, very good chance I never see one again. Would I ever use this for like keys? Probably not. Maybe though. I don't know. I mean, like tyrannical keys, good for killing the mini boss. There's a lot of single targety dungeons. I'm just gonna take this trinket. I'm gonna take the trinket. I'm gonna take the trinket. Okay, yeah, the belt. We can find legs later. Finding 311 legs isn't hard. I'm sure there's like 311 legs from one of these raids as well. Let's see if there is. Loot. Legs. Okay, not from Castle Nathria. See, I could guess. I'm holding out for the elite Aranac breeches anyways, as I've always said, so. Yeah. Pain, though. Taking a very situational trinket, but... You never know when you might need it. And you never know if you'll feel really dumb if you need it and don't have it later. Okay, my warrior I also did a key on last week. It was just like a 15 or something. It's actually pretty fun. I don't have tier on this character, but this spec also is feeling quite good. It'll feel even more good when I actually am not in Sanctum of Domination the first time gear. Let's see what we got in the vault. I am going to say loot spec Prot, because I would really like to see a 304 shield would be life-changing for this character's survivability. Okay, we got some pants. Gonna have to take this and move Reprisal, I guess. I don't know where else Reprisal goes. Let's find out after I wait for these 5 seconds. Reprisal goes on... Ooh, Feet as well. Feet's much better spot for legendaries in this patch than pants, so... Alright, Recraft Legendary. Recraft Legendary on Warrior. Got a real big shopping list of stuff to do on this patch. Gonna cost me probably 100,000 gold as well to do all this recrafting, because... the way that legendaries work this season. Dude, if they end up buffing the item level of legendaries in a couple weeks, I'm going to feel so dumb as well, because I think I'm going to scrap my old legendaries, and if I then have to recraft again, I'm going to be mad. It would still be the right decision to do it later, but they should just do it now. Okay, Druid. Now, my Druid is even more accursed than my Warrior. You can see I'm still rocking 262 legendaries. This character is pretty much in the gear that it killed Mythic Sylvanas with. Pretty much the same stuff from that prod kill, so yeah, not a lot of good gear there. I'm gonna stay loot spec. Actually, I don't think I want to be loot spec Guardian. I think I'll go loot spec Feral. Still get the same weapons, but I won't get poopy tank trinkets. Could get some kind of cool DPS trinket. I don't know. I don't even know if there are good Agi DPS trinkets from these. Oh god, what have I done? All right, well, it's not like there was good tank trinkets that, like, if this DPS trinket had been a tank trinket instead, right? It's like, what it could have been, I guess, one of the Tazavesh, but those trinkets show up for, like, Codex the First Technique would have been the only tank trinket that's good. But if you look at, by the way, there's an add-on to put Season 4 in your, it's called, like, Season 4 Adventure Guide. If we look at, like, what's in here, trinket, Guardian spec. Yeah. Don't really want these things. Yeah. I guess this thing's kind of cool. Major Domo's Dinner Bell. It's weird that only shows up for tank and not for DPS as well when you look at that. All right, last character with a vault. The most egregious character in this lineup. We have Dratno Shots, a character that is item level 250. Rocking a bunch of 226 anima gear. The Truthseeker's Staff, a powerful weapon, at item level 229. Really hoping to see something to change that to item level 304 this week, because this character has snuck into not 1, but 4 keystones last week. Much to the hatred of the people that I tricked into doing that. I also did LFR last week on it. I did all 10 bosses on LFR. I don't know what came over me. The fact that they've nerfed this spec as well, maybe I just won't even bother playing it. Just play Windwalker if I'm DPSing keys instead. But for a little while last week, I was thinking, hey, maybe I'll DPS some keys as survival this season. And maybe I still will. I don't know. I got a little bit of gear. Really just hoping to not see something that overlaps with one of my 288s. Or 291 legendaries. Weapon would be ideal, though. Oh! Oh, don't mind if I do. All right, just gonna link this one in Guild real quick. That one's got Mastery on it, but I'm pretty sure this thing is still gonna be good for, even if it's not good for Serve, it's good for, like, MM. I don't really care. Like, this thing's also got Mastery on it. Mastery is a cursed stat for survival, but this thing, like, it's got a lot of haste. The other one's got a lot of haste as well. So I think I'm gonna take that and replace this 226 ring with it. I'm gonna also put in guild chat. Goodbye. Discarded Cartel Eye Signet. Or Al Signet. Okay. That should hopefully tilt my guildies. Anyways, that's, I guess, it for this week's Weekly Vaults video. Hope you enjoyed opening some vaults vicariously through me. Hope your vaults were also good. Next week, probably will not have as many of these slots, although hopefully I'll still have a lot of characters that have something coming out of their vaults. It's not a bad key week, so should be able to trick some people into doing at least a key on most of these things again. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.